Now we're cooking. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form, winners of 6 of their last 8. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway here on EA Sports. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Matt Ryan, NFL MVP back in 2016, and now in his 12th year in the league.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
30, 25. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here are the Dolphins now under first-time head coach Brian Flores. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. That's Ryan Tannehill.
And many believe that Ryan Tannehill is ready to fulfill his promise. Been in the league a little while now. Been through some ups and downs, some bumps and bruises, but the talent is evident. Can run it, can throw it, and I think now he's ready to be a great leader.
Here's Tannehill. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now Ryan on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 4 catches, 58 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Sproles. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
It's caught by Aguilar. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Ryan will throw again. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. To throw again is Ryan.
Let's not quibble about the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit... Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tannehill, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken at around the 40. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From just shy of midfield, Ryan, he completes it to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. That's
into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. Ryan now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner. And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check 31, check 31.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? 3rd and long, it's Ryan. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in. And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic. Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it? No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Ryan. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
On second down, it's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On the delay, Jones. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Ryan outright. This is Boyle, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he will lose
lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That second down play nets a -4. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Tannehill. Benjamin's got it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got
a big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Jones, 99 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To Boyle here over the middle. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ryan now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Ready, blue 80, right 25. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the win. Ready, set.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gano for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and very short, Tannehill going deep for Benjamin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go, baby.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. This one hauled in by Sample. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Ryan will throw again. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, Ryan. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Ryan now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Jones, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw again is Ryan. Completes it to Aguilar.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. David Onyemata in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Off play action, Tannehill. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Cook. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 27. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. from the left hash mark. This a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Ryan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
You can't block me. You get it.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
57 for Mike. 57.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Dolphins on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now Cook. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Rosas puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by OBJ. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Check 80, blue 80, wide 25, 53, blue 80, Sonata. Watch the safety creep. Wide 25, tonight.
And this will be incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Ryan. Aguilar has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
This is Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
58 for Mike.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Ryan. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back 25.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Undercrunch.
Running it, Washington. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Gano's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. That one good for 26 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Ready.
58's the mic. Stop your whining.
Now.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Benjamin's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.